Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
The print is here in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. This state has grabbed many headlines for its high mortality rate. Gujarat has recorded the highest mortality rate in India. The print spoke to Jayanti Ravi, Principal Secretary of Health, to find out what's going on. She told us that the testing facility in the state has been ramped up, and she thinks that they are being able to successfully contain the virus to some extent right now. If you could just explain how the COVID strategy of Gujarat has changed and evolved since the initial outbreak.
So initially we were the first, one of the first states perhaps to do a complete door-to-door survey and a part of the surveillance initially across the state. And we were of course focusing a lot on the international travelers who had come. That was the locus of it, nucleus of it. And we were also beginning to do contact tracing in a very effective way. And many places like Rajkot, we were able to immediately ensure that the disease didn't spread at all by very effective containment. All this is going on. Parallelly, we also realized the importance of boosting the immunity of people and bringing in more and more, shall I say, epidemic literacy, because we felt that is even more powerful than a vaccination if people know. So that also was being done, especially an extensive use of, Ayurvedic prophylaxis material, tablets like Samsamvati, homeopathy, medicines like arsenicum, album of potency 30. And we also felt there's a lot of acceptability of this Ukala that we call. So we also got the local communities to be involved in a very big way for Ukala distribution. So all this was happening. But slowly we also realized that when the evidence for HCQ, hydroxychloroquine, came up, in many areas where there were health workers or family members who had come in direct contact, if their medical conditions were appropriate, we also started having community doctors and others going in for a big way for prophylaxis using this. That has also been done in many cases.
Right.
After this, the other thing we then followed is this whole concept of Arogya Setu with Itihas.
Okay.
So there is an entire application developed by IIT Madras, which has been specially developed by Government of India and Ministry of IT, and the Honorable Prime Minister also in his conversations with the Chief Minister especially told us that your surveillance can be more sharp and pointed if you use this Itihas. So what we do is end of the day, every day, or sometimes even by afternoon when we get this data, we mark all these places with a very high COVID score as per Itihas on the map. And we also include the locations of those OPD patients or some of those who are brought dead sometimes, where the COVID test might have been negative, but they had COVID-like symptoms, just to be absolutely sure that we're not losing out on any such evidences.
Right.
Because sometimes the RT-PCR gives a negative, but then the clinical symptoms are, or maybe those of COVID. So we are also trying to make sure we don't lose any of those leads also to really ruthlessly do a surveillance and containment.
Gujarat was in the news for its high mortality rate, and now it seems that there has been a significant decrease in the mortality rate. So how were you able to control that? What were the mechanisms that you used?
So initially when this happened, we have reason perhaps to also believe that initially the virulence of the virus was also high.
Right.
We felt that a large number of people were coming very late to the hospital. So there was not much that we could do. So that is why this approach of doing a surveillance very actively using Dhanvantri and popularizing Arogya Setu and Itihas, which we are using, as well as the 104 as a number that anybody can phone if they have any problem, and 108 of course is very popular in Gujarat, dedicated for COVID as well. So these measures started ensuring that more and more people were more confident of declaring themselves or as a suspicious patient and approaching the hospital. That health seeking behavior started improving. Simultaneously, we did 2-3 more things. One is we realized that if you intubated a patient and put them on a ventilator, chances of their survival often were very, very low. So what was more important is we felt to use oxygen masks, then what is known as a non-return breathing mask, NRBM, BiPAP, and also something called an HFNC, high flow nasal cannula. We found that this was also giving very, very miraculous, magical results. and other simple things. Like we also coined a term called HOPS. Concomitantly, we're now asking our people that you can give initial treatment of heparin, oxygen, and also prone position, which means you make people lie on their stomach. The prone position dramatically increases the oxygen saturation. This, and then after all this is exhausted, then you go for steroids, corticosteroids. So we've called it the HOPS, HOP initially, and then the S. So this is an acronym again that we've created. And also a lot of efforts went into infection prevention and control.
The Ahmedabad Medical Association has reached out to the Gujarat High Court, and they're saying that the number of tests being conducted in the state are not enough if you compare it to other states. Do you think there is a plan of ramping up testing? How would you respond to that?
We have been progressively ramping up testing. As we speak today, we have a very large number of labs. In fact, there is no lab which is applied. We've also advertised, asking for explaining to people how do you apply to become a lab, and the minute ICMR approves it, they're all so we have a very large number of private labs as well, government labs. Additionally, we also feel that if you look at the tests per million, if you look at Ahmedabad, if you look at Surat, Vadodara, we are far more than the national average, because these are the places where there was maximum disease. I do agree that perhaps if you take a place, a district, let us say like Devbhoomi, Dwarka or Chota Udaipur, where the disease prevalence was not high, we may not have tested very aggressively there. But wherever there was a need, Gujarat has been testing very aggressively. And it is actually because of the strategy. It has been, we've been using contact tracing, Arogya Setu Itihas, surveillance, testing, tracking, treating. So it's been a combination of this so far that has also helped us have some stabilization and reduction in the cases and the mortality.
Right. Could you just elaborate what you mean by the viral load in Gujarat was specifically really high?
I have reason to believe this because when we speak to all our experts, doctors, there are 3-4 indications that they say were the situation earlier. Earlier we were hearing this, and now that has changed. One is, they said, the deterioration, the pace of deterioration. A person may be reasonably stable in the morning and may have just come in, and maybe within 2-3 hours their condition would drastically decrease. So that was something that our doctors were not able to fathom and understand why. But now, this was about a month or 2 ago. Now the same doctors shared with us that now the progression of the disease is not so steep. They don't fall down in a crashing manner, but the disease progresses in a more smooth, flatter manner within the individual. So they're able to deal with it better. Second thing is also the time. As I said, people would come in late. That was a problem. But the third thing, it's still a hypothesis, we don't know, but our experts seem to say that perhaps the strain of the virus that we had in Gujarat was different from the strain that was found in many parts, because I believe internationally also there were 2 strains. There was one which came from Europe and Italy, and there was another one which came from Iran, etc. So they were of the opinion, of course this is yet to be sort of established by studies and so on. So there's an L strain and an S strain. So the S strain is the more less virulent, the more the easier one to recover and so on, whereas the L strain is the more difficult. So they were of the opinion that the one in Gujarat appears to be of the other strain, because there was greater difficulty in people recovering. But now there is another aspect we are realizing. So some of these experts use the word attenuation. They're saying that as the viral cycles, as it affects people and then goes through different layers or different cycles of human transmission, there is something called attenuation. So the virulence of it also slowly gets reduced. So they seem to, by various indicators, tell us that the patients that come now are not as critically ill as they used to be earlier on.
The print also spoke to Dr. Mona Desai, who is the president of the Ahmedabad Medical Association. This association represents over 6,000 doctors in the state.
The last petition what we did was not only for tasting but also for other things. But majority it was that we wanted that at present government has given us permission that only the MD doctors could prescribe the COVID testing. But so we kept a demand that even MBBS doctors should be done, because the whole health system of our country is such that usually first the patient goes to a family doctor, family physician,
Right.
and then comes to a consultant.
Right.
And there are so many cities and rural places in our country where you don't find MD physicians.
Right.
You have only family physicians over there, and in the PHC, that is on the primary health centers and all, you have only MBBS doctors.
Right.
So it has to be like, it is very inconvenient for everyone, the lay people, the common people, to go to an MD physician and get the testing
Right.
done.
Right. So if you're looking at a ballpark figure, like if you look at Maharashtra, for example, it's conducting, I think, 23,000 tests
Yes.
per million.
Yes.
So what is the ballpark figure you're looking
Our
at?
per day usually it goes to around 6,000 and
That's
on an
not a
average,
lot.
very less.
Right.
And since last 2 days, when the central team had come here, Dr. Gulera had come here since 2 days.
Okay.
So at that time, there was being around 11,000 or 12,000, but that's
Oh.
also quite less.
Right. And when was that?
That was just last 2 days.
Last 2 days, okay.
Means, the day before and
Oh, okay.
the day before that.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
So today is what? Saturday. So maybe Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
So it was a little bit better.
Right.
But usually it is on an average, not 6,000, exact 6,000, but on an average.
Right.
So it is very less compared to the population we have in Gujarat. So
Right.
what we are telling them that we have to have more testing.
How much
Because
would that be?
yeah, because unless you have more testing, you cannot diagnose people having
Right.
coronavirus infection.
Right.
And once you diagnose, you get them treated. Otherwise, a person does not know that he is having this infection. He will be a super spreader because he is
Right.
going to
Yeah.
move around a lot. So that is what we are asking the government to do.
Mm-hmm.
And ICMR had given a lot of laboratories permission for tasting.
Okay.
Since May,
Hmm.
end of April and week of May. But at that time, government only allowed few of the laboratories to do the tasting, not all.
Okay.
So we were giving a petition that you should allow all the laboratories so that it's much easier for all the people to go, because in some places, some major cities also, there was no tasting to be done.
Mm-hmm. So do you think double the amount of testing that's happening right now would help?
No, I would not say. That was only for 2 days.
Right. Right.
So I hope it continues and not double, but we need 4 times.
Why is the mortality rate in Gujarat the highest?
That is it. We have the highest mortality rate. Of course, formerly it was above 7 and now it has gone to 4%.
Right.
So we have
Which is
improved.
more than double the country's
Yes.
average.
But still, in all other states, it's only 1 or 2%.
Yeah.
So we were been like, that is why when the central team came here and it evaluated why our mortality rate is high. So that is what we are saying. The problem here is people come at a very late stage
Okay.
to a doctor. Here they are so much afraid to go to a COVID hospital. They feel even if they have symptoms, they just stay at home and don't go to a doctor. So when they come to a doctor, it is a very late stage and then nothing could be done. Okay. So that is what we have been asking people and would say pleading to people that please come at an early stage. The moment you find that something is wrong with you, having little fever or weakness, come to a doctor. If you don't have this infection, you want to be like, we can give you some other medicine and you can go home. But if you have, if it is at an early stage, it's not that every patient goes onto a ventilator.
Right.
And the lower class, the uneducated class, they have that kind of impression that if you go in a COVID hospital, you'll come out dead.
The print found out that Dr. Desai feels that the testing in the state is not enough and the testing should be ramped up at least 4 times the usual amount. The Ahmedabad Medical Association has also filed a plea to the Gujarat High Court asking the state government to ramp up the testing. What remains to be seen is whether the Gujarat government will be able to contain this high mortality rate. With Praveen Jain, this is Kerry Grewal from Ahmedabad for The Print.